Hi everyone, myself Rohit. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Field of Science. Today we are learning about class 11 का सबसे बड़ा chapter and सबसे important chapter, units and measurement. We can expect 2 to 3 questions from this chapter. The 2 to 3 questions will be easy because the concept in this chapter are very easy. Let's don't waste the time to start the chapter. Units and measurements. Units and measurements. सबसे पहले physical quantity. Physical quantity is divided into two types: fundamental physical quantities, derived physical quantities. Fundamental physical quantity means measured directly or independent of another quantity, means it does not need any other quantities to measure it. For example, mass, length, time. It is independent. Mass means c, the unit is cm, and the length is measured in meter, and the time is measured in seconds. Then come to derived quantities. Derived, these are derived from the fundamental quantities, means it needs another quantity support to derive it. See for the example density in force. For example, force equals mass into acceleration. It needs two quantities to measure it, mass and acceleration. So it is known as derived quantities. There are 7 fundamental physical quantities. They are mass, which is measured in kg, length, which is measured in meters, time, which is measured in seconds, temperature, which is measured in Kelvin, current, which is measured in ampere, luminous intensity, which is measured in candela, and amount of substance, which is measured in moles. Let's move on to rules to write unit. There are some rules to write the units after the values. Let's move. First rule: the unit should be written in capital letter in terms of symbol. Then second, in terms of words, the units must be started from small letters. It should not be written in capital letters. Third, there is no plural forms are used in writing units. Fourth one, there is no punctuations are allowed. Means full stop, comma, that are all not allowed in the units. Let's move on to very important concept of units and measurements is errors. What is error? Error means difference between the true value and the measured value. Means take an example as mobile phone. If its true value is 15 inches, then measured on scale, it will appear as 15 inches. Then we can say that 16 minus 15, the 5 is the error of measuring the mobile phone. Then if x1, x2, x3, x4 are values, then delta x1, delta x2, delta x3, delta x4 are absolute errors. X mean is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 by divided by 4. Means x mean is equal to sum of all the values divided by number of values. And then delta x mean is mean absolute error is equal to sum of all absolute error divided by number of absolute errors. Errors are of two types: relative error and percentage error. Relative error means mean absolute error by mean error, and the percentage error means multiplication of relative error into 100. Means percentage error is equal to mean absolute error divided by mean error into 100. Then we move on to combinational errors. Combinational error are of 4 types: in addition, in subtraction, in multiplication, in division. And come to addition. If z equals x plus y, then mean absolute error delta z equals delta x plus delta y. The error should be always maximum, so error should be added. Then relative error is equal to delta x mean by x means delta z by z equals delta x plus delta y by x plus y. This is known as relative error. Then percentage error is how to measure. It's measured by multiplying 100 into relative error. Then we want subtraction. If z equals x minus y, then remember here it is the only mistake we do in exams. Here the error should be always maximum, so the error should be added. So delta z equals delta x plus delta y. This is the mistake we done all the exams. Then relative error equals delta z by z equals delta x plus delta y by x minus y. Then percentage error you know well. Next we move on to multiplication. If z equals x plus y, then relative error is written as delta z by z equals delta x by x plus delta y by y. This is somewhat difficult, so you have to remember it. And we have to measure percentage error means we have to multiply 100 to all whole means delta z by z into 100, delta x by x into 100 plus delta y by y into 100. Then come to division. Division is same as that of multiplication. If in terms of the question is in terms of division, then we should do as what we done in multiplication. Means delta z by z equals delta x by x plus delta y by y. Then we move on to finding significant figures. How to find significant figures? They may ask in need. They may ask this question also. It will be very easy. Now move. Rule 1. All the non-zero digit with or without decimal point, they are all significant. See 24681 as well as 24.681. The two both have 5 significant figures. Let's come to true. Zeros in between non-zero all are significant. See 20608. These two zeros in between are non-zeros are also significant. So all considered as significant. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 significant figures. Then move on to third. Non-zero digit after the decimal point considered as significant. The zero after the decimal point but before the non-zero digits are considered as non-significant. Let's see an example. 0.00143. Here these three numbers are significant, but after the decimal point the zeros between decimal point and the non-zeros does not consider as significant. So there is three significant figures. Fourth point. Here zeros after the decimal points are significant. So here see the point of zeros after the decimal point significant means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 significant figures. So then come to fifth point. Zeros after the non-zero digits are not considered as significant figures. See here 64200. These two does not consider as significant figures. 642 is considered as significant figures. So 3 significant figures. Let's come to sixth point. You have some doubts about how to add these decimal points and how to keep the results. So this is the point which says that in addition, consider which has least number of decimals. Which states that consider which has least number of decimals. For example, 2.6 plus 4.28. Here see the result comes as 6.88. But we have to see least number of decimals. Which are least number of decimals? This. So 2.6 means one digit after the decimal. So we have to keep this as one digit after the decimal. So here 2 digit. Let's make it as 1. So 8 becomes after 8 9. So 6.9. This is the result. In addition, subtraction both are same. As in multiplication and division, consider which has least number of significant figures. We have to see the least number of significant figures in multiplication and division. See for example 2.48 into 3.1. What is the result? 7.69. But we have to consider which has least number of significant figures. Means see 3.1 has least significant figures, means two significant figures. We have to keep the result as two significant figures. Means this 9 has to be deleted and the 6 will become 7. So 7.7 will be the answer. Now we move on to very important concept of units and measurements of the vernier calipers. Vernier caliper is a device which is used to measure the errors and the vernier calipers has two divisions, the main scale division and the vernier scale division. It has two scales, main scale which has 1 to 12 units and vernier scale which has 1 to 10 readings. How to find least count in vernier calipers? Least count, there is a formula to find out the least count. Least count is equal to value of one main scale division. Means value of one main scale division. The 2 points in the main scale division, the value between the 2 points in the main scale division is known as the value of 1 MSD, means 0.1 centimeter, divided by number of VSD, number of vernier scale division. How much? 1 to 10 readings, means 1 10. 10 is the number of VSD. Then 0.1 centimeter divided by 10 is equal to 0.01 centimeter. It's somewhat difficult, means for another ways, another formula is also there. We can use, or else this also. Majority we can use this formula. Least count is equal to 1 MSD minus 1 VSD. It is very important formula. Majority problems has the value of this formula. Least count is equal to 1 main scale division minus 1 vernier scale division. Just remember it. Now we move on to screw gauge. Screw gauge is also a machine which is used to measure the small object. Small object. It has two scales. Pitch scale means this, and the head scale means this. Pitch scale has 1 to 10 readings, and the head scale has 0 to 99, means 100 readings. See, from 0 to 99 here. This head scale can be rotated like this. It can be rotated, and the head scale is movable and the pitch scale is stationary. And then we want to know what is zero error. Zero error means pitch scale, 0 of the pitch scale coincide with the 0 of the head scale. Then there will be 0 error. Means 0 of the pitch scale is coinciding with 0 of the head scale. There is no error. So it's called as zero error. What is positive error? The positive error means if 0 of the pitch scale is coinciding with the 95 of the head scale, then see here 0 is 4 times backward, means it should be come forward to coincide with a 0, so that minus 4 has the error in between 95 and 0, so that we have to add plus 4 to become 0, so correction is plus 4. This is known as the positive error. Then what is negative error? Negative error means if 0 of the pitch scale is coinciding with the 5 of the head scale, then see here 0 is moved forward, means plus 4 which is moved forward, means it has plus 4 error. Then we have to correct it, means we have to move minus 4 backward, means backward we have to move backward. Then the correction should be minus 4. It's known as negative error. Then there is a formula to find out the pitch of a screw. See, what is the formula? Pitch of a screw is equal to distance traveled by the screw, means the distance traveled by this screw, divided by number of rotations, means how much rotation it will turn, is equal to 5 millimeter by 5 is equal to 1 millimeter. Then how to find least count? We have to We have to find least count means we have must know pitch of a screw. See what this says. Pitch of a screw divided by number of head scale division is equal to least count. Means pitch of a screw. We know that 1 millimeter divided by number of head scale division. How many head scale divisions are there? See 0 to 99 means 100. 100 is equal to 1 millimeter divided by 100. So 0.01 millimeter. But least count of a screw gauge in terms of centimeter is 0.001 centimeter. Now let's move on to how to find dimension formula. Finding a dimension formula. We have to know some basic points about dimension formula, that mass is denoted by capital M and the length is denoted by capital L, time is denoted by capital T and mole is denoted by mole, temperature is denoted by capital K and the current is denoted by capital E or capital I. How to find dimension formula? Let me take one example. Force. What is the formula of force? Force is equal to mass into acceleration. Then we can divide in two parts. First, mass. Mass is denoted in capital M. Then how much mass is there? 1. M power 1. Then move on to acceleration. Acceleration, what is the formula of acceleration? Mass per second square. Means mass divided by s square. Then mass means, I'm sorry, mass not meter. Meter per second square. Meter means L. How much meters is there? L power 1. Then S means time, means T. How much S is there? 2. Then T power 2. Then what will happen? L power 1, T power minus 2. Then on joining this, the force dimension formula will be M power 1, L power 1, T power minus 2. This is the easy way to find out the finding dimension formula. Principle of homogeneity. What is meant by principle of homogeneity? Means it is a part of dimension formula. It is somewhat difficult, so I take one example and I will explain. For example, going to kinematics, v equals to u plus at, means final velocity is equal to initial velocity plus acceleration into time. What is the dimension of formula of this formula? Let's split it. L t power minus 1, L t power minus 1 plus L t power minus 2 into t. Then on solving this, L t power minus 1, L t power minus 1, L t power minus 1, all are L t power minus 1. So we can conclude that all the formula which has equal to v equal to u as well as the v equals to at. This is known as principal of homogeneity. So v must equal to u and equal to at also. V equal to u as well as v equals to at. See how L t power minus 1 v, u also L t power minus 1, then at also L t power minus 1. Then we can say that v equals to u as well as v equals to at. So I hope you have understand what I taught today. Thank you for watching. If you want my short notes, please subscribe and just follow and message me on Instagram filmystar 77789 or Facebook Rohit R. It will help you.